Good afternoon. Today I have the pleasure of speaking to Ehud from logie.ai. Ehud, how you doing today?
I'm so good. I'm so good. So happy
Okay,
to be here.
okay, so there's a strong connection between us two. A couple of years ago you spoke at ASGTG and the presentation about influencers was a major success and some people came over to you, one thing led to another, and it led to this company which you are leading now. So tell us a little bit what happened, how it does, and then you're going to show us how you think this is the future of e-commerce.
Yeah, absolutely. So first thing, thank you for having me here, Ed. I love everything you do, and especially I love the fact that you were able to, give me that stage a couple of years ago, and we were introduced to all these people. I did go on stage and I shared everything I know about Amazon influencers and Amazon associates, just because, believe it or not, I was the first channel on Amazon Live. So some of you even remember me back at the time, about 5, 6 years ago. We worked with the Amazon Live team back at the time to build it, and Amazon Live became this Amazon influencer and opened up to shoppable videos and posts and kept on growing and growing and growing. But when I gave that speech and shared everything I know as the first influencer on Amazon, um, people came to me after the presentation and said, listen, this is so powerful. Can you make it into a software? Can you build a technology around it? So, because you taught us how we can leverage that to make a lot of money, but it's going to be amazing if you take everything you know and build a software around it. And I'm very happy to say that that's what I did. Some of these people from ASGTG actually were the first investors in our company, and they put the first money we needed to actually hire a few engineers and go to this garage that we still work from even today. All the big startups started from our garage, right, Ed?
Mhm.
um, Today we are the largest Amazon influencer platform in the market. There is nothing that even comes close to us. There's a lot of wonderful application out there and software that are providing great UGC content, that are providing great um, attribution links, affiliate marketing off-site, stuff like that that you're aware of. But no company in the world today does what Logi does. We are the only company that actually um, integrates into 80% of all active Amazon influencers. So basically, Amazon influencers cannot thrive on Amazon without using Logi. So they all link their accounts, merge everything we do, and they get all these powerful tools that really blow their minds away. And you as a brand now get access to that. But even more important than that, Ed, I think that aside from the fact that we are the largest, the most powerful, and the most sophisticated AI platform to leverage the Amazon Influencer Program, I think that the most important thing is that in the next 10 minutes, if people will not understand once and for good that they have to take action today, then in 6 to 12 months from now, their sales are going to drop so drastically. And I'm not just saying that, I'm saying it because I know the data. Okay. We have hundreds of millions of product sales records that we know exactly what sold when, by who, everything. And I can tell you that this is not just a trend. This is a complete revolution of how people actually shopping on Amazon. Amazon understands it. We understand it because we see the data. And I'm going to share with you a few things, like a little cool presentation here. And we're going to skip through it. We don't need to see the entire presentation, even though you guys will be able to get access to that presentation from me for sure. I'll email it to you if you want to, but you can see that presentation right now, right?
Yes.
Not sure. We don't want to share it now. We want to actually make that slideshow. Oh, that's what we wanted here. So there we go. The new era of e-commerce, beat the competitors of social selling. Here's what I want to show you. This is me. Okay, I'm a best-selling author, The Mentalizer. That's how I got into entertainment, into becoming an influencer. Also wrote the book 9 Steps to Influence, which you can see here. If you look at that, it's me. But if I hide it, maybe you'll see, oh, 9 Steps to
Yeah.
Influence. That's how I started on Amazon, by the way. This book became a #1 bestseller on Amazon before I even knew I'm going to sell physical products on Amazon. This was back at the time of actually writing books and stuff. So that's me. And in the next 20 minutes, actually 15 minutes or 10, you're going to see this. This is going to change the way you think. Over 100 years ago, if you look at the upper left side, you'll see that there was no commerce, meaning that there was no actual people going to stores and stuff. It was a few hundred years ago. You would go to someone's house, sit on a chair, say, "Oh my God, this chair is amazing." And they will say, "Yes, we work with this carpenter. And you can go to this place in this village and knock on the door, and he will, create that for you." And as the world evolved, that way that people used to talk to each other and promote things to each other by word of mouth. Word of mouth. Think about it for a second. That's how people would buy things. Oh my God, this is so delicious. Yeah, you need to go to this person, yeah, whatever it is, a bakery or something like that. Everything became so much more advanced when commerce actually started becoming a thing, and shopping malls started appearing everywhere. And you would go to the shopping mall to get your products and stuff. But then e-commerce came. And listen to this, guys, because this is the most important part. E-commerce destroyed commerce. So many of these shopping malls now, Ed, you know it, became freaking FBA warehouses.
Yeah.
People don't go to. When was the last time, Ed, you actually bought something from a store, walked a few blocks, went into a store to buy some kind of a hardware, some kind of a drill? No, you just go on Amazon. That's the way it works. E-commerce eliminated commerce. Why is it so important to understand this? Because social commerce is going to do to e-commerce what e-commerce did to commerce. Think about it for a second, guys. Think about it. And that's why you guys have between 6 to 12 months from the day of this recording to take extreme actions about this. Last time you went into Amazon, I'm sure you started seeing all these shoppable videos. You started seeing all these posts by influencers. You searched something, you saw 5 horizontal, vertical videos showing influencers talking about similar products. You checked out, you got a video that says, "Hey, you might be interested in that product as well, promoted by this XYZ content creator." Why? Why? The answer is simple. Remember I showed you that 100 or 200 years ago, the only way to actually sell things was word of mouth? So there you go. Now, fast forward to today, we're going backwards. Mm-hmm. People rely on that social thing, on that human touch. I want to buy something from people like me. I don't want to buy something from randoms. I don't want to buy something that someone is trying to sell me. That's why I talked about it in the keynote speech that I did with Ed. Every time you see like YouTube and you see an ad, you're just counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to click that skip button. It was so funny. You had that person that was doing all these caricatures and drawings and stuff. Remember that for that event? And that's what he said. He's like, he drew that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 skip. Why? Why do you skip it? And the answer is simple. You skip it because you want to get to the content.
Right.
Yeah, that content is king. That's what we always say. And because we understand content is king, that's why we started, when I was the only channel on Amazon Live, when I was the only Amazon influencer, and the Amazon influencer team told me, "Oh, Ehud, by the way, in a month, we're opening this program to everybody." I'm like, "What? Who moved my cheese? I don't want you to take it away from me. I had all these amazing brands working with me. I was the only one that was able to do that. Why are you taking it away?" And instead of going into that, absurd bubble of why am I being punished for being the first one and helping them build the system, and now they're opening it to everybody, I said, if you can't beat them, join them. That's when I started taking everything I've learned, everything I know about Amazon, because I started as an Amazon seller. Mm-hmm. What is an ASIN? Those influencers that came into the system, they didn't even know what an ASIN means. They didn't know what a bestseller ranking is. They didn't understand that there's a big effect to the product they choose to promote, rather other products. And they didn't understand Amazon's A9 algorithm, because believe it or not, every content that is being published on Amazon is an ASIN. Every video that is added to Amazon is an ASIN. Literally in the back end, in the API calls, in everything you want to know, techie-wise, a content is an ASIN on Amazon, and they treat it very similar to how they treat an ASIN. They give it that honeymoon period. They will try to see what's working, what's converting better. Some creators will rank better than others, will trend even more. And we were able to take all this data, analyze it, feed it into those AI systems. And just reminding you, this is all public data. This content trending on Amazon everywhere, it's public data. I'm allowed to go and have that spider in the Amazon platform and scrape it every minute to get every single data that's in there. Because now that I have all this data that is public and I can use it, now I can analyze it and understand it and throw it into a machine learning system that can tell me, oh, this creator is selling this product so well. This guy is being recommended for this kind of category. There's all these things, that you really need to have the data in order to analyze. Well, I'm lucky enough to have that data from the day that the Amazon Influencer Program was created. We didn't miss 1 hour. I still have content pieces from creators that are no longer on Amazon. Creators that have been removed from the Amazon platform, I have all their content and all their information. It's crazy.
Give me some success stories of what happened when somebody signed up with you.
So let me show you in a
Yeah.
second, like how crazy this is and how amazing what we built is. And the success story is the fact that almost every Amazon influencer uses our system. And when I say 80% of the active Amazon influencers, I mean active as if at least once a week, they publish something on Amazon. This is what we consider an active Amazon influencer, because a lot of them join the Amazon platform, received some kind of a storefront, but they don't post, meaning that Amazon will never push them and they will never get trending viral content on Amazon. We work with 80% of all the ones that are actually trending and active and working on it. And we've created this website back at the time. I mean, we started when it just was created, and we have this powerful website. You can go to it. It's logie.ai. And the reason why we were voted as the #1 affiliate marketing platform by the community of Amazon influencers. So this is it right here. Logie was actually voted #1 by Amazon influencers in a report that was independently created, and the creators chose us as their #1 income. And so here's what it says. Here's an example of what you asked to know. The State of the Amazon Influencer Program report highlights Logie's pivotal role in driving influencer success, with 69% of high earners, meaning influencers that are making $5,000 or more, relying on the platform. Logie's innovative approach empowers influencers to focus on content while securing brand partnerships and also allowing them to, create all these other things. So we have a lot of brands that are using our system. A lot of them were invited to the system by amazing people like Gracie. She's one of the first creators that worked with me on building this system. She says, this surpasses all my expectations. Everything I ever wanted to do as an influencer, you already came up with a solution to automate it and make it better. So, all these amazing reviews by all these different creators and agencies and brands, A-list influencers, etc. This is the power. We are the only platform that literally provides all the data that influencers need to know. We're doing these webinars every single week for the past 4 years. So let me play this. So this is like a webinar that's happening with the community every week for 4 years, Ed. For 4 years, we've been working with those influencers, teaching them, training them how to become the best influencers on Amazon, giving them all those tricks, and everybody's sharing their ideas. Say this is an email they get to accept a product from one of our AI agents, or a friendly reminder about your content. Let's make sure that it's up to date. So even when we send them a reminder email, we send them that email with AI generated ideas of how to promote that product in a way that is unique to them and that product, in such a unique way that, they know exactly what photo to take, what video to create, what hashtags to use, because the AI already analyzed all their content, and it already analyzed all the product and what makes it sell, and it gives them that power. So this is the most robust data point for Amazon influencers and social commerce in the world today. So just go to logie.ai/news, or go to logie.ai and just click on the news button, and you'll come here and you'll find hundreds of policy. Oh, that's for you, Ed. Policy. Everything, what's allowed, what's not allowed, influencer marketing, login, everything is here, literally hundreds of items. That's how we built it. So the success stories for brands, this is what a brand dashboard looks like. So you go into Logie, and you immediately see those three main things. You see how much content was generated for you, and that's, let's see, this is last month. Okay, so the date range is last month. So how much content was generated for you, and it's broken into live streams, shoppable videos, and posts, and that data is taken mostly from Amazon. So we are the only company at the moment that provides every single data on Amazon in real time. So you see latest content right here. All this is being pulled in real time from Amazon. So this is 8.3. We're at 8.4 right now. This is the last time. Yesterday, content was pulled, 8.3. But even if it was a live stream happening right now, you would literally see it right here as a live stream, and you could go and check it out. And you can click it and go to that content and see what it is about. And it shows you the sales, which is only the sales that we're able to track. And that's very important to understand. Logie cannot track all the sales generated by those creators. And the reason why is because of Amazon's last touch attribution. You know it? You heard about it before, Ed? The last touch attribution?
No,
Uh,
tell me what it is.
so basically, it's you know how there's different attribution ways. So if you want to work with one of the affiliate companies, you can use your own attribution link, and you can track the sales and stuff like that. An Amazon influencer is using what's called a last touch attribution, meaning that Amazon tells them, listen, the last person that we consumed content from, and after you consume that content from that influencer, that shopper went and checked out, that is the one who we're going to pay the commission, and that is the sale we're going to be tracking. So if you have 3 amazing videos on your listing from 3 amazing influencers that are showing your product so beautifully and try to promote it, only the third one that you will consume their content is going to be the influencer that is actually getting paid, and the influencer that the data is going to show in their account, meaning that we will be able to show it to you here. Meaning that when we talk to brands, they see so many more sales
I
that
get
are
it.
not. It's enough that you'll leave the page and go to a different product and go back to the
Yeah,
page and buy. And we already lost it. By the way, it's really cool for brands because they pay less, because they pay commissions to creators on Logi. So
right.
because you can track all the sales, you're getting a
I
lot of extra content, but you're just paying for a little bit of it. So that's why you see like revenue $20,000 last month and commissions $3,294 from those sales. So, but you can be sure that there was so much more revenue than that.
Right. I mean, brands are gonna know if they're doing more. But
Exactly. You see that on Sales Central.
yeah. So let me hear the general like offering. You're saying that it's invite only, but
Yes. So I'm going to show you why it's so powerful to come in now and use your invitation ad for the people. Basically, because here's an example. Logie reached out to 75 influencers last month and 62 accepted. Just think, Ed, how much time it would take you to do that manually, to start looking for influencer, reach out to them, negotiate with them, get them to accept you. And so here's the deal. This is how Logie is completely revolutionizing everything. Here's an example of what your subscription looks like. It's right here. You decide how many influencers you want to work with. Depending on how many influencers you want to work with, that's a subscription plan you're going to be choosing on Logie. Okay, so we're going to try to duplicate this for a second so we can open a new tab with the pricing, and that's a thing that everybody wants to see. So I'm adding a subscription and I create a new subscription. Here's the idea. You can start with a small package of $297 a month, go to the $597, or our most popular one, which is $997 a month. Why is it so popular? Because you're getting 20 guaranteed, okay, the word here is guaranteed AI match influencers, meaning that these influencers are not just influencers that you guess maybe are right for you. This is an AI system that is looking at your product, and it's looking at anyone that is trending on Amazon, already sold similar products in the past, that are the best fit for your product. There is no system in the world today, I promise you, Ed, that actually can get you those top influencers the way that Logie does. It saves you so much time. You don't do anything. You sit back and relax. That's literally what you do. And it's happening to you. Why is it so popular? Because all your brands that are going to join with your invitation code, because we really want to encourage them to join by the end of this year, and they're going to use your code, which is ASGTG 2025. We want them to join, ASAP. They're going to get double everything in that package, meaning that it says 20 influencers, but they're actually getting 40 influencers that the AI will match every single month on autopilot. They don't need to email anyone. They don't need to wait for them to send content. They don't need to ask for an invoice to send them the sample. We do everything for them. Everything from A to Z, just like Amazon. So you're going to get 40 influencers for $1,000? How much is it? Can you divide? It's like less than $25 per
Yeah.
influencer.
$25,
Can you
yeah.
imagine how ridiculous this is? I mean, compare it to any other platform out there. This is literally the most amazing offer anyone can have. So after 3 months, you paid like $3,000, but you have 120 Amazon influencers that are AI matched with your product. So you know these are the top influencers to promote your product. 120 influencers in 3 months, and you only pay $3,000. And the
And
commissions.
people
And the
people are
commissions.
using it already, right?
Yes. So the dashboard I just showed you are real companies, and this is the real brand that I'm using to show you how it works. What do brands need to do? Sign up, choose their products, and sit back. It's that disruptive. Look at this, guys. This is the product I want to promote. I drag and I drop it. You see it says fill this creator slot. Boom. I want to also promote this product. I drag and I drop it, and boom. And let's say I want to promote another product that I just launched, and I want to promote it with all the remaining influencers in my package. So I put it here, and I hit that copy, copy, copy. So now one influencer will get this product, one influencer will get this product, and 4 different influencers will be getting these products. You hit the next button, and it tells you here, this is your package cost. In our case, $297, but they got double down because they used your code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of just 3. You see the sample cost because we're shipping the products as a full price buy. Legit. Don't ask us to leave a review. Don't ask us to use your keyword. These are real full price. It's good for ranking, but we're not doing it for that. So we're not adding. That's a real price. A lot of people are, getting that extra boost just from that, but that's of course not our reason. And you're paying the tax and fees, of course. You hit that next, and you're done, Ed. Everything else is fully automated. The influencers, our AI agents, are sending the influencers messages telling them you've been matched with that product. All these influencers already know us so well, they immediately accept or decline. They know that they don't need to negotiate with the brands. They know that they don't need to wait for them to send the sample because Logi sends it automatically. They know they don't need to ask for the payment because it's going to their account every single month like a clock. We're changing everything. We're literally changing everything.
Okay, very cool. And I like your passion. And I mean, but just one last thing. I mean, this is primarily for large private label brands, correct?
This is for private label brands and everyone who has their own brand on Amazon, and wholesalers that have advertising budgets from their brands. So some people sell are third-party sellers, but they have budgets to advertise and they want to use it to promote the product, so they can use that as well. But most of the companies that are working with Logi right now are serious Amazon brands, and they went crazy. And the proof of concept is that all the money we've raised is coming from our own users. So we raised, close to $2 million for now. If you want to invest in our upcoming short round, we have another short opportunity in the next month or two. So if you're interested in investing in our company, reach out to me as well, because that's a huge opportunity. We're going to become $1 billion company. So you want in right now on the ground level. But the people that invest, our biggest investor is an influencer, Ed, that is making 4 and sometimes 5 figures a month on Logi.
Wow.
And he said, this is so mind-boggling. I want to be a part of it. And he invested $300,000 just to push that. But everybody else are just brands that you all know, that you know. I'm not going to share their names because, it's confidential, but they are the ones who invested in the company, and that's the proof of concept of our system.
Okay, so I appreciate you coming on, and I hope to see you at the next event in March 5th. And I'm going to put the link below. So thank you so much, Ehud, for coming
Yeah,
on.
put it there. And also just, I'm going to show it here so for people that are watching this as we speak. So this is the code that you need to use. So all you need to do, guys, is go to logie.ai and put your information. You will be asked for the invitation code to skip the waiting list, and you're going to hit ASGTG 2025. And then you'll be entered into the system. And now you're going to reach support and say, hey, I joined through ASGTG. Please make sure that my package that I'm going to choose, you're going to double down on it, and you're going to make it double. And I just want to add one small thing. It's only for people that are joining before the end of the year. So it's like 3-4 months you have to enjoy that. But also that offer at the moment is only for the first 3 months. So definitely take advantage of it and use that to double down for the first 3 months so you don't miss it.
Okay, I appreciate you coming on. And once again, always a pleasure. And I love your positive attitude. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ed, and thank you everybody for watching.